My money then triple, I get it poppin' like pimple. Before I go on they dental, I gotta go on they mental. Baby, this life can be simple.
Alright, music off. This shit's about to get real. It's about to go down. S-I-G-M. This shoot my thumbnail. I did the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. If you guys did not watch that video, don't even trip. I have that down listed in the description bar if you want to check that out. I did a really good job on that video. This time I really want to play in this palette, which is the Amrezy palette by Anastasiabeverlyhills. I was either going to do this one or I was going to Anastasia Norvina, excuse me, volume 3 palette. Get into the packaging, bitch. Get into the packaging. Okay, so obviously you guys know at the end I'm going to give you guys my critique on what I think about the palette. But so far, you know, right now holding it, I will say that I wish that it wasn't. You guys see how all the glitter is on my fingers? I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but there's hella glitter. I wish this was laminated, the palette itself, but it's not exactly a deal breaker. I just wish it wasn't. I'm not trying to see if it's getting everywhere. It's not messy, but glitter is definitely in my hands. At the end of the day, it's not about the packaging. To me, it's about the performance of the palette. I don't own any of the small Anastasia palettes like this. This is actually my first time purchasing a palette like this in this kind of format. I honestly am not a huge Anastasia Beverly Hills fan when it comes to palettes, but I did get the Anastasia Norvina palettes, all three palettes, because I thought all three of those were so pretty and so me. There just haven't been a palette that they dropped to me that was like a ooh, damn, like I gotta have it, I gotta get it. Let's go ahead and get into the colors. Ooh, bitch, this palette is so pretty, period. I love it. I don't know what I'm gonna get into. Naturally, I don't know what I'm gonna get into. I don't know what look I'm going for. I do like Barb, this gorgeous shade right here. Also, this shade is calling me too, but I kind of want to steer away from pink because I just did a pink look. Leo, love the blue. That's really pretty. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to get into it and figure it out and then just go from there. We're going to use the P. Louise Mama Mitchell. This is the Blank Canvas Eye Primer. It has been a rough few days for me. Like a very rough few days for me. I was talking about it a little bit in my last video, and it's about how I just wish I can get my feet done. Like, I wish I can get a pedicure. Thing is, if I don't stick to getting my feet done, if I don't stick to pedicures, what happens is I get a hangnail. Hangnail is pretty much when the nail of your foot or finger goes into your skin. So I've been struggling with this for a few days now. As you guys know, we're in quarantine all over the world, naturally, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Everything is shut down right now. You can't do nothing. I never noticed that this base had a peach undertone. Here where I live, nothing is open as far as nail salons, beauty supply store. No, everything's shut down, even the nail shops. So in order for me to maintain my hangnail, I'm pretty much like screwed as far as my feet. Like, you guys do not want to see my feet. Like, they look really bad, period. I haven't been able to get my feet done. And so this hangnail, this one hangnail on my left foot, Jesus, like was going into my skin, so painful. It was so bad that my whole foot, or not my whole foot, I'm sorry, my foot that had the hangnail, it was like pretty much turning purple. So you know that means obviously there's no blood flow getting into there because that nail is just like fuck me up. I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't go get them done. Like, where am I gonna get them done at? So I literally had to do surgery on my motherfucking foot. Okay, and I'm like, what the heck? So it was hurting the past few days. I was like, okay, whatever, until I seen that my toe was turning purple. And I was like, shit, like I'm gonna have to really dig into this toe to get this hangnail. Like it was already hurting. It was so bad. It was so painful. My toe was fucking infected and it was pussing. It was so bad. It was pussing. It was turning purple. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this hangnail. It was either that or go to the ER, and I didn't want to be at the ER for hours over an ingrown toenail that I could literally get myself. I just needed the right tools to do it. So I went into my nail kit and I was like, okay, let me see what can I use. I found this little toe clipper and it had like a little hook on it that I was going to be able to get it. So I was like, okay, now let me get some warm water in a little bucket and soak my foot, because if I would did it raw, y'all, it would have been so painful. Oh, this is really bright. It would have been so painful. So I was like, okay, like let me soak my foot, get it nice and wet, get it moist so I can just easily dig into the toe. So I'm digging. I'm like, okay, got the little ring light that is in front of me right now, turn that on so I could see what I was doing, because I was like, we about to go in. So as I'm letting the foot soak for like 15 minutes or so, I also put some salt into the water, so it was salt water, and I would literally just let my foot just soak in there, and it felt really good too. I felt like it was really cleaning it, and also that gets out bacteria too if you're ever in that situation. I have Teladoc through my health net, and Teladoc you could just call a doctor, talk to a doctor, and they could just send you a prescription, especially with the times now, like everything's via phone. So I was like, okay, if worst comes to worst, if this shit stays purple, like, or if I can't get it, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and go to the ER and get it fixed, so, and get the nail removed. So I started digging in it. Thank God, you guys, long story short, I got the piece that was digging into my skin. It was like one long nail. It broke in half because my foot was so soggy, and I was able to get both pieces. So bitch, when I say that pressure was released, like it was so released and it felt so good, and I was like, yes. Like, so we're gonna go into New York, this shit right here, and we're gonna put this in the transition. Okay, so digging into it, it does have hella cookback. Go ahead and stamp this right here. This is going to be our transition. I'm going to definitely hold onto the brush a little bit lighter pressure, with a little bit more of a light pressure. What I did was just kind of, as you guys saw, just kind of scoot down on the brush so I can apply this with very light hand motions. I don't want to be too rough with this shade. This is really pretty, and this is really pigmented too. I'm not taking out the excess eyeshadow. I'm like literally just going straight from the pan, very lightly dipping into the pan, and because I really want to build this color up to its capacity, I'm going to also really bring this into the inner corner. I love doing this because I feel like it makes my eyes so big. Any chance or any opportunity I have to extend it, I do it. So I'm really taking this into the inner corner. This is gliding on so good. We're gonna go straight into this shade right here called Leo, this blue. I think we're only gonna do 2 shades on this eye. I'm not exactly sure yet. I feel like I should spray the brush. So we're gonna go into the Morphe Jeffree Star Continuous Setting Spray. I really want this to be its brightest, so we're gonna spray that. And we're gonna really get messy with this. I kind of want this to really be high up into the crease. This is so pretty. Like, I literally want this to go above my crease. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna stop here, to be honest with you. I think I might put another color down. We're gonna take New Yorker again, which was our transition, and we're gonna go over this blue so that it doesn't look so harsh right here where the 2 shades meet. I really want these to really marinate together. Very light strokes. I don't want to blend it out too much. I think I want to make this more rounded. I try to avoid doing round eyes because I feel like it just makes my eyes look smaller than they already are. So I really try to avoid doing rounded looks, but I'm actually feeling a little round. You see how I'm kind of like just moving it like this into the shape that I wanted to. And when I think of getting creative on YouTube, I think of really getting creative. I feel like YouTube is a platform for you to step outside your comfort zone and just really just take it there. Don't be afraid of what other people think. I'm thinking about taking Artist Couture, and this is in the shade Icy Girl. And I'm thinking about taking this pigment and just kind of running it over the lid. We're just gonna literally take my finger. Oh, it has blue reflex. Okay, it has blue reflex, so yes. And we're just gonna literally just, ooh, this is pretty. Really place this all over that shade Leo. Shout out to no nails, right? Times is rough in this quarantine. Diamond Lights Finisher. Be careful using them. I would definitely say make sure you do your foundation last because I have hella fallout. I really hope my camera is picking up the glitter. I'm gonna go off camera, finish this eye, and then I'll be right back.
Dude, let me find out you like double eggs.
These are so fire. A little ASMR moment. Eye makeup is just giving me life. It's so simple, but yet so mean because it's not really simple. You feel me? Okay, so we're gonna take some of this 111 Skin Cryo Activating Gel for moisture. Oh, I put too much. Yo, when I be using this, I be trying to use like very small amounts. Like right there, that was too much. Yeah, I like this Amrezy palette a lot. So far, I have had no issues with the eyeshadow at all. And blend it out so easily. I just love when you get a really good palette. Like, it's just, isn't it just like the best feeling ever? I'm gonna take some of this Elemis or Elemis. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Collagen Rose Facial Oil. And we're going to put this all over. We're gonna put this all over the face. Okay, some primer. We're gonna go on with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm trying to decide if I want to do some content for them. I'm gonna mix the Too Faced Born This Way with the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the 310. The shade is actually too light for me, so I have like a full bottle of this because I think right now this might be too dark for me, but I feel like if I put it on, I can lighten it with concealer too. Let's mix the two because I never mix foundation. Please forgive me for how dirty you're about to see my beauty blender. These are the same beauty blenders I have used for that last video and I didn't wash them. I kind of just randomly was like, you know what, I'm gonna film. I normally, I'm just putting this on the back of my hand. I normally clean my brushes, like that's one thing like I always make sure I do. So please forgive me for how dirty this beauty blender is. How dirty all my brushes are. For concealer, a oldie but a goodie. So we're gonna take the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer. We're gonna take a brush and I'm gonna use this to blend this out. I just use a brush too, just to get the edges, and then to get in the inner corner I use a beauty blender. I think I'm gonna film I like to move my nose like this to really get in there. I am not picking my nose. Do how I do my makeup for work, because it's really simple. Like that makeup look, you guys would be surprised that I actually don't go in when it comes to work. I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer again. This is in the shade Chestnut. And my concealer is in the shade Golden Beige. And the foundation is in the shade Honey, if you are curious. It's always in the description bar, you guys. Always, 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 always. So to blend this out, when you're applying liquid bronzer, it's best to shoot the bronzer going up this way in an upwards motion instead of the way that I do it. Just FYI. But the reason why I get messy with it is because I feel like you're gonna cut this area anyway, so it's really no point in trying to be precise in the way that you apply it, because you're gonna clean it up anyway. I'm gonna also use the bronzer as well to clean up the harsh edges when I apply my concealer. So like to take my bronzer to my cheeks like as if I'm doing blush. I feel like it frames your face so much better than when you do it and you cut it and just stop here. We're gonna go into the OG banana powder. This is by Ben9. I was really close to buying a fresh one of these because they still have them on Amazon and you can get them on eBay. I really miss how bomb that powder is. Go into this little fluffy and I'm gonna use this to set it because I feel like these have really just been coming through. Like, I don't want this, oh, so pretty. I don't want this to stay on, so we need to take this off ASAP. And if you have dry skin like me, trust and believe you don't want to bake. I'm gonna go into the Wonder Beauty Trip for Two palette. It's a duo, so you get a blush and you get a bronzer. I'm gonna go into the shade right here called Tulum as bronzer. I'm gonna take a little bit of this powder and cut my cheek. We're gonna go into the shade of Colourpop Under Construction blush in the shade Construct. Let me show you guys what that looks like. So it's more on like as if you was using bronzer. We're gonna smile, pull it back, really focus that on the apples of the cheeks. I always put too much freaking blush, but I feel like it blush is the first thing that fades, so I feel like you could really just go ahead and be on blush. For lashes, I'm gonna go into Baddie By Lashes. This is in the style IG. And let me do that real quick off camera, and then we will come back and pretty much finish the rest of it. Hang in there for me, okay? All right, so we have the lashes on or whatever, eyebrows are ready and set. I was thinking about taking this NYX Professional Makeup Mascara in blue. What shade is this in? Yeah, in blue, and putting it down on my waterline. So let's do the bottom. Let's knock the bottom out. It's gonna take, okay, so we're gonna go back into the Amrezy palette. We're gonna take this shade. We're gonna take Leo again, which is the blue, and we're gonna put that on our lower lash line. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if that's what yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna go back into New Yorker, which is kind of like that honey brown that we use in the transition, and we're gonna place that. I don't mind the brush being as big as it is because I really want to blow this out. I thought this would be really fun to add to a makeup look. I haven't used it. Let's see if it's too dry. Okay, I love the applicator. I thought it was gonna be all chunky. I don't know why. Let's put this down here. Let's put this down on the lower lash and see. Okay, it's not. It just sucks because if I have like really long bomb ass lower lashes, this would just be clutch. I mean, it's there. It's just because I don't have lower lashes, it's just not giving it to me. I'm gonna take this LA Girl. I'm gonna take this LA Girl lip liner in the shade Spectra Blue. I have this Aurora Anastasia highlighting palette, and then I do have that shade right there called Orion, this blue. I was thinking about, let me see what this shade look like. See this shade right here called Helia. It's a little bit more subtle, so let's take the shade Helia. This is not gonna be everyone's type of highlight. I completely understand this. This is very more for editorial, but I really think this would be really pretty. Let's put it right here and add a little bit of Orion. I don't want to bring this down. I kind of really just want to focus it right here. A little bit. That's a little bit on my nose. Just giving it a little editorial vibe. I know I use this shade a lot, so we're gonna go with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Toes. I know we use this one a lot, but it's my absolute favorite nude liner. I just can't help myself. So we're gonna line the lips. Now, I used to be very precise when it came to lining my bow. I honestly don't even know if that's what it's called, but I really like how when I go over it, it looks more fuller when I do it this way. I'm gonna use KKW Beauty. Ooh, look at that. Just disrespectful to the lipstick, huh? This is in the shade Nude 2. Okay, so what we're gonna do is blend this out with a brush. This is the completed and final look. I absolutely love the way this came out, and I'm not even just tooting my own horn. This came out so pretty. It was so simple. I literally used only 3 colors. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into the review of the palette that was new. Jumping into the Amrezy palette. First things first, you guys heard me say this before earlier in the video, but I do wish that she would have laminated the packaging, because if I was to go like this and swipe my hand across it, literally a whole pile of glitter will be on my hands. That's the only negative I really have about this palette. I do like the size of it. For the most part, I do think this palette is so pretty. I truly enjoy playing with it. I had no issues whatsoever as far as using this palette. I feel like the shades blended in all so well. I didn't struggle, I didn't pull, I didn't have no issues with any of the shades whatsoever. So that is always a plus in my book when a palette performs the way it's supposed to perform. So Amrezy really did that. Would love to use this palette again and use some maybe Barb or Reezy. I was trying to steer away from pinks because I did already do one, but I love the color range. I think the color range is so pretty. I definitely would say go ahead and splurge and get that motherfucking palette if you want it. If you're a beginner when it comes to doing eyeshadow, I would highly recommend this palette. As far as the Artist Couture Diamond Lights Finisher in Icy Girl, this is the first time me using this, and this is fucking pretty. Like, I really need to get more products from Artist Couture. So pretty. It was so pigmented. As far as the colored mascara by NYX, I just wish that I had the lashes, the bottom lashes for this to really do it justice. It was really pretty. I do plan on using more in the near future of my videos because I totally forgot about these, but I put them to the forefront so I could start grabbing them. Yeah, but for the most part, it's there. I hope my camera picked it up as well. I do believe that's it as far as new products that I have used in this video. I truly enjoyed filming this. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I would love to see you again. Please come back to one of my videos. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and join my little baby squad. It's small, but we are growing, bitch. If you enjoyed watching me and you would love to see me on your feeds again, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. You don't want to miss a beat, right? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch me all the way to the end. You are the real MVP. Let me know down in the comment section if you finished it, and I would love to subscribe to you. I could check your videos out. Until next time, I will see you all in my next video. Deuces.